Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à la conférence de presse après le match entre les Wildcats de Moncton et les Knights de London. Good evening and welcome to the post-game press conference following tonight's game between the Moncton Wildcats and the London Knights. Here with me now are Gardner McDougall, Gabe Smith, and Matisse Rousseau. I'd like to just start with your thoughts with each of you, gentlemen, on tonight's game.
Yeah, obviously heartbreaker now, but rarely do you get a loss at this tournament, and it's a bit of a confidence boost for your group. So I think we're a team that's been growing throughout the season, getting better, found ways through the Q playoffs to get better, and this game tonight will make us better. We had a great opponent, and it's like a heavyweight fight. Both teams had some big shots, and both teams defended those big shots, and had a couple of big chances in overtime, and unfortunately, we gave up one too many, and you get the result you did. I had somewhat similar in St. John. We had a loss in overtime to Edmonton. It was different rules at that time because you worked hard and you got a point. The other team got two. But here, we've got to find a way to get the points next time we're out.
Gabe.
I think that that game showed that we could play with anybody. I don't think we played a full 60 minutes, but we had times where we did our thing and worked the puck down low, and we can do that for 60 minutes. I think we can play with anybody.
Et Mathis, peut-être en français, s'il vous plaît.
Je pense que c'est un match très serré pour les deux équipes. On est deux grosses équipes offensives et défensives. Je pense qu'aujourd'hui, on a été capable de montrer qu'on est capable de jouer avec tout le monde, comme Gabe a dit. Je pense qu'il faut juste continuer sur ce qu'on a. Il faut faire confiance à nos coachs et notre game plan. Puis je pense qu'on va avoir un résultat positif à la fin de ce tournoi-là.
So just make sure to raise your hand ou lever ta main, puis on va passer le micro. We'll pass the microphone to you.
Question for Gardner. Can you just expand on, you talked about confidence boost. What did you learn about your team in this game?
Yeah, I think we talked about components of grit, and I think there's lots of resilience there. Obviously, not to start your first time back at the Memorial Cup and give a goal up in the first 2 minutes, but I think the guys stayed with it, and we tied the game, and then we gave up a goal late on the power play, and then had a chance to tie it. So I guess the one thing we didn't do is get the lead, but I think there's lots of positives, but there's certainly one play, they miss icing call, and then it comes in our end, and then I think you got two really good teams, and you got two other really good teams, so you got four really good teams. So I think it just accentuates that every shift is opportunity. We had some big opportunities in second and third to maybe take the lead. I think Roos played outstanding for us and gave us a chance to hang around. But there's lessons to be learned from that. I mean, it's not the great feeling when you play that hard and you don't get the result, but I think you can use that for our next game.
Peut-être une autre pour Mathis. Vous avez alterné beaucoup en séries éliminatoires, puis là, tu es le gardien de confiance. Gardner parlait de confidence boost. À quel point tu es confiant en ce moment aussi dans tes moyens?
Je sais que j'ai l'expérience. J'ai été à justement des tournois et des séries, je suis allé loin, mais j'ai été justement de l'autre côté, j'ai perdu. Fait que je pense justement d'avoir cette expérience-là, ça m'aide à arriver ici. Je suis plus calme, j'ai moins de stress. Justement, aujourd'hui, on savait que London, c'est une grosse équipe. Il fallait que je sois capable de montrer à mes gars que je suis capable de lead. Puis je pense aujourd'hui, j'ai été capable de donner une chance à mon équipe. Puis comme Gardner a dit, un bon note ball, puis c'est un résultat différent. Fait que aujourd'hui, je pense que c'est un match que je peux construire dessus et que les gars peuvent construire.
I have one for the coach too. When you face a team like London that constantly changes their combinations, how do you balance sticking to your plan and adjusting to their changes?
We didn't worry about the changes. We just rolled our lines. Like their top 9 are unbelievable, so sometimes you look for matchups. A team will have one really, really good line. They have 3 really good lines. So I think we didn't have to worry about that at all.
Gardner, there's always a mixed bag about 3-on-3 overtime in playoffs and games like this. You've been to this tournament. So what do you think of, should it be decided in 5-on-5?
Yeah, it's above my my ranking. We just coach, so it is what it is.
Okay. Do you see a lot of man-to-man defensive coverage in your league?
Yeah, I mean, usually ends pretty quick, and you have obviously good skill out there. We had our chances, yeah, and I think that's another confidence boost because obviously they have a 3-on-3 would be probably a big part of their. They're probably pretty excited, but I think we had great chances. Roos made a couple of big saves early on for us, and that's sometimes the way it goes, So.
Gabe, obviously with London jumping out to the early lead, you guys got it back. Did you guys feel like you settled down a little bit and kind of showed that you could play with London?
Yeah, for sure. I think everybody on the team, it's their first time at the Mem Cup. So, first couple minutes, maybe a couple nerves. But yeah, after they scored, we just settled down and played our game, and we scored after. So I think that just shows that, yeah, we can play with anybody.
Coach, you guys have a day off now and then Medicine Hats on Monday. Just how do you take a day off here now, and how quickly do you reset from this one?
Yeah, no, I mean, the schedule is kind of a playoff schedule that we've been used to. Play a game. Sometimes we play 2 in a row, but we play a game. We'll regroup. We've got another big opponent coming up. So the good thing, I mean, is a great showcase for CHL hockey. And we had 2 top teams tonight. You had 2 top teams last night, and now. The other, the London will get to play Rimouski, and then we get to play Medicine Hats. So it's great for the hockey fans, great for you people as media, great for the people that watch on TV, and all the NHL scouts here. It's outstanding. So we've been through. We'll have a great plan and a good opponent, and we look forward to getting another opportunity to get better.
We've seen you rotate goalies throughout the playoffs. Is that kind of the plan for the Memorial Cup here, or how do you look towards Monday for that part of your plan?
Yeah, that'll be down the road.
I think that's it. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
On continue avec la conférence de presse après le match entre les Wildcats de Moncton et les Knights de London. We continue with the post-game press conference following the matchup between the Moncton Wildcats and the London Knights. Here with me now are Dale Hunter, Sam O'Reilly, and Casper Halton. And gentlemen, I just want to start with your thoughts on tonight's game.
Well, it was a hard-fought game. Two good teams battling away and tight check-in and good offensive plays.
Sam?
I thought we were all right. Thought we could have been better, more sharper, but it's been a little bit since we played and came out on the right side.
Casper?
Yes, as Sam said, we weren't at our best from the start, and I think we got back into it a little bit, in the third, and got the win. So that's all that matters.
All right, just right. Oh, Brian, go ahead.
Yeah, Sam, you played with Easton Cowan enough. Do you know where to put your stick when he's doing a spin move or something like that? Or do you know, have you guys kind of melded your minds kind of the way Barkey and him have?
I just try to get to the net. He does all of his creative stuff up top, and it's always the best place to go to the net. And throws pucks there a lot, and fortunate enough to be open for him.
Okay, were you happy it was 3-on-3 instead of 5-on-5, or how did you feel about that?
Either way would have been fine.
You still would have scored.
Hopefully, yeah.
Dale, 48 shots against the best defense team in the country. Is it like a statement for your team tonight to show that
No,
it was probably the two best team in the country this season?
Well, they're a good team, and we fired a lot of pucks, but ended up a 2-2 game until we scored in overtime.
For both of you, you had very strong Memorial Cups last year. Is this just a carryover, or do you look at it as a new thing that has to be tackled?
Well, I think it's a new tournament, and we want a different outcome this year, and we've been talking about it all year, and that's what we're trying to do now.
Yeah. You know what? It's a whole new tournament, different teams, and as Peanut said, we want a different outcome here this year.
Dale, why do these guys raise their level at this tournament?
Oh, they're good players, and they want to win really bad. So it's one of those things. They just play hard, and when the big games are on the line, they come through.
Casper, you tied a record tonight. Ty Ratty, 5 consecutive cup games with a goal. After the playoffs, what do you think about starting this way here?
Really doesn't matter to me. Just trying to help the team win and do the best that I can.
Dale, what do you guys take away here from tonight? You get Rimouski tomorrow. You got to see them play last night. Just the biggest takeaways from tonight into tomorrow.
Well, again, there's 4 good teams in here, so we're just going to have another tough team tomorrow, and we have to play our game and bounce back.
Sam, you guys establish a loud bench throughout the game. How important is that to, as Moncton comes up back and ties it in, you guys push towards a win?
Yeah, we're a tight-knit group, and, everybody wants the same outcome on our team, and everybody wants each guy to do the best that they can. And, whatever guy it is everybody's rooting for each other. And I think that's why we bond so well together.
Casper, you now have 9 goals at your last 4 games. Do you feel like you play your best hockey of the year right now?
Yeah, for sure. It's always been the bright lights for me, and these big games. It's something that gets me going, and that's just what I love to do.
Okay, that's it. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.